and cries about his problems.
That's materialistic. You know,
being a man is hard.
in many words, if you can't eating wise after going through what
100%. I remember even too, you said,
yeah, and you know, us casual people.
But with that being said, like if it's
degraded for some reason, I don't know if money. We are back live with Brothers United Roundtable, y'all. Man, we are back with another video. Man, it's time to talk about she could have always had a man, but she could have always had a good man, but she chose not to. This is a real video, man. I want y'all to really listen to what I'm about to say. I want y'all to think about this as men. You ever asked a woman this question? Listen, ask the woman that, have you ever had a man who wanted to marry you? Who wanted to be with you so bad that he would do anything? I know most of you never asked that. I'm a little different. I asked that. I have always asked that question because I was always curious. See, I'm a curious dude. And 9 times out of 10, you know what they gonna tell you? Yes. See, she could have been married a long time ago, man. She could have been married, had children, and did it all. But you know why she didn't do that? Because she didn't want to. She didn't care to want to. You know why? Maybe the guy wasn't her type. And her type could be many things. It's always superficial. It's never realistic. Right? It's always tall. Because normally that guy who wants them, he got some money. See, that's the killer thing about it. He got some money. He would do whatever it takes to get her. He would take care of her. He would love all her flaws and all. He would just love her. But she still do not choose this man. I know you might be like, this is crazy. But yeah, they are crazy. You know what I'm saying? See, it's not until it's too late for them when they finally want to say, well, I'm ready to settle down. After the kids, the baggage, the hurt, the pain from all of the bad decisions. But they could have always been married. They could have always been married. They could have always had that husband, always had their children. They could have already did that. They just chose not to. And why they choose not to? Because they don't know how to make good decisions when it comes to men. And this is something I had to realize. Seeing things, asking questions, because I like to ask questions. And I started getting the same answers that they had a guy that wanted them. They had a guy that wanted to marry them, but they just didn't want them. And they get older and they complain about not having good guys, but you already had a good guy. Back when you was in high school, back when you was in college. You could have had that guy, but you chose to have children with the guys that never really cared for you. The guys that just wanted to hit it for a night. See, for those women who may be young enough that you have a guy that wants you, you need to choose that guy. Because the guy that really wants you, he gonna take care of you. Because you is what he want. He don't want nothing else, but he want you. You know what I'm saying? And see, y'all gotta see that. Instead of being with the guys that don't, the guys that's fun, the guys that's tall, the guys that everybody wants. But the guy that wanted you, the guy that would do anything for you, he wasn't good enough. He wasn't. He wasn't your type. Or you went out with him for the moment and you left him for your type, for the guy who really didn't care for you. And you look back on your life and you still can't take accountability. See, you can't see the forest before the trees because the truth is you could have been married with the right guy. You could have been not no single mom. You could have did the right thing, man. And this ain't a video to bash you women. It's a video for you to wake up. Own up to the realities of your life, or the young women today that coming up and now they got a guy that really wants them and they can make the right decisions. Life is about decisions, man. And making the right or wrong decision can affect you in many different ways. Remember that. But I just want y'all to understand that she could have always been married, man. Always. Because they always had that guy that would jump off a cliff. He would climb many mountains just to be with her. They always had that guy. All of them. I can't even tell you. They had that guy. If you ask the woman you dealing with, y'all may not be serious. You just talking to her. And you ask her, she gonna tell you that was that guy. He just wasn't her type. But he did anything for her though. And man, you may have been that guy and she pushed you away. And you look back at her life, she probably got 3 different baby daddies and her life is a mess because she don't know how to make great decisions. She make the decisions that everybody else want to make for her. She want to go with the popular decision instead of going with the right decisions. Let me say that one more time. She want to go with the most popular decision than going with the right decision. That could have led her to having a family and being successful. You got to make better decisions, woman. Because you paying for that shit. You gonna pay for it. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Because if you're watching this as a woman, you know you had a guy in your life, I guarantee you, that would give up his left arms, his left leg for you. Just to be with you. He don't care what it took. What it takes, he didn't care whatever. Long as he can have you and just see you every day. Y'all had that guy. That's why I say you could have always been married. But you chose not to. Because you chose to make bad decisions with the fun guys, the dangerous guys, the guys who don't care. The guys that all the women want. Instead of going with the guy who wanted you. Who was doing all the right things for you. He may even had money, but he still wasn't your type. He just wasn't good enough. Women, when you gonna wake up and look in the mirror and say, I made some mistakes. And I gotta make better decisions. You gotta be the one to make the change. Nobody else gonna do it for you. But you.